Hello. So I'm just taking a moment to feel what it feels for me to just being in connected to that question. Come, hence came the most important action: to not do anything that could prevent the wonderful journey to continue. Right now, I'm thinking of one thing I just did. I just wrote some messages, some text messages to a brother, a man I met at workshop, a Tantra for Men workshop last week. Um, and I've been exploring a shock that I experienced in reading a message from him. And I'm questioning, what did I do that supports the journey to continue, and what did I do that did I do did I do anything that in some way could prevent the journey to continue? So I guess I'm touching a humble position of questioning right here, right now. And also, I'm aware that I touched some kind of powerful energy of and some kind of pride for you connecting to my power and the beauty I see, and pride about seeing the determination in me to um, show up, to speak and stand up for what I believe and what I see beautiful and loving. And I felt some thrill just sharing right now. I feel moved. I feel, yeah, a mix of pride and release and amazement as well. I feel some awe as well. I feel amazed, impressed, and in love with myself, with life, with you, with this friend, this brother. And I'm coming back to this question again. You know, about this most important action right here, right now, which is to not do anything that could prevent the wonderful journey to continue. I really love the invitation to really em, embrace being where we are, and kind of trusting that some dynamic has been launched, some rockets of desire I've been launched, and that so a journey is actually vibrationally radiating in every directions. The universe at this very second is expanding at every single seconds in every directions according to science. But I like the idea. Let's see. It's just whether it's true or not. Just that I like this story that the universe is expanding at every second. So even right now, why I am what I am, who I am, who you are. Right in this moment is radiating. We are emitting energy, some vibration, and it's this vibration travels. You know, till the end of the universe, till the boundaries that are continuously expanding. So even if it's very minimal, if it's very microscopic, if it's very like unmeasurable, we are traveling till the boundaries of the universe and keep expanding. We are contributing to the whole universe in every second. And so the image that comes to me is the idea of constriction. When we try to hold back, um, there is some kind of restraining force, and then we let go. But life is kind of cycle. So sometimes we stress and then we release. We stress, we release. We breathe, we inspire, we expire. So it's not always probably that we can not do anything that prevents the journey to continue. Sometimes we stress, sometimes we worry, sometimes. Or at least at times we may have the impression that we are preventing the journey to continue. And in my video in French, I was giving an example that I got from Tony Robbins when he was talking about a rally, racing cars, where when you drive very fast, there's something that you cannot look at. What is the ditch, or this hole on the side of the road when you to for the water and the rain to go to go to flow in within, to avoid being inundating the roads. So when you drive, if you watch this kind of ditch, not sure is the word in English, you get into it. So the tip is, when you drive in a rally, is to look into the directions you want to go. Focus. And so in terms of not doing anything that could prevent the journey to continue, when if what you want is to do a race or eventually win the race or do your best score in the race, the idea is to look towards what you want, the direction where you want to go. If you look in the ditch, you end up in the ditch, and that might be perfect. It might be, you might have an epiphany and a realization of something that is going to change your life for the better, going into the ditch. But nonetheless, it's interesting to know the choice we have, especially around what's going on in the planet right here, and especially what's going on in our lives at every single moment. It's interesting. I find it valuable, for me at least, to know that if I look and think and give attention to something I don't want, I end up there probably. It's likely. But I have a choice in terms of letting the journey to continue. I can focus on something that would stop it or kill it or destroy it or make it becoming something ugly rather than wonderful. Or I can make space for what I feel, trust that there is rockets of desire launched in every directions that we are expanding anyway, and that I may be aware of where I want to go, and then I can give my attention in the direction of where I want to go. I have an example that comes to my mind. This is my going to be my birthday this Saturday, and I have a tendency to think I don't know what I want. I don't know how to celebrate. It's gonna be a poor celebration. I'm gonna be feeling depressed. I'm going to be feeling kind of shrunk into myself and closed and bitter, and I'm not going to be able to enjoy the people who are going to be there, and probably not much people are going to be there, and blah blah blah. Okay. Or I can consider not doing anything that would prevent the journey to continue, which is my life is getting better. My relationship with money is getting better. My relationship with my work is getting better. My relationship with my partner is getting better. My relationship with humanity is getting better. My relationship with men is getting better. My relationship with women is getting better. My relationship with my mom is getting better. My relationship with my sister is getting better. My relationship with my dog is getting better. My relationship with my body is getting better. That's the truth. That's what's happening. That's some bits of the journey I'm on. I'm quite excited just connecting to that. And what would it be to continue not doing anything to prevent that journey to continue? One thing I see is that it could be interesting as well to notice at times the things I might be tempted to do that could possibly stop or slow down the journey that I'm more interested in having. If I go back to this specific example about my birthday, I'm going to turn 50 on Saturday. Something that I would like to receive an abundance of money from the universe, from people, to continue the work I'm doing. I really would love to receive an abundance of money. Like being kind of blown away by wow the support I've been receiving. So and here again, does my mind goes in a direction that prevents or slow down the journey to continue as I just touched something interesting and that felt good. Or I can once again make sure at work at not doing anything that could prevent the wonderful journey to continue. So let's try, if I can, for example, look for thoughts that are in harmony with the kind of journey I'm interested in letting letting to happen or letting to continue. For example, I love the idea that I touched that I have a choice between nourishing the narrative that speaks about what I fear, what I don't want about my birthday this Saturday, or this is the choice, or I can breathe and chill and look for actually what is it that I came to want about that birthday. And if that there was this story I told you that I'm not going to be able to be clear about what I want. I'm going to be able to allow what I want. This story says as well, I'm always confused. I don't really have, enough strength in me to really stand for what I want and say what I want and ask for what I want. Therefore, I'm kind of, following the rhythm, the flow, the energy of others, and I'm kind of pushed in one direction or another. I'm just, submitting to all of it. which could be good if this is what I want. Hi, Celeste. If this is what I want, why not? But right now, I'm really clear that I'm interested in exploring my masculine energy as well, my creative energy, my deliberate ability to create, to name, to allow the journey to continue in the direction of what I want. And I want to continue looking for the thoughts that are in harmony with allowing the wonderful journey to continue. So I've been going through what I've been going through. I'm gonna end this Saturday half a century of existence within that identity that I am Rémi Romeder, born in Paris, the 25th of September 1971. You know, I said earlier, that my relationship with many different things, people, man, humanity, myself, my body is and money is continually improving. It has been continually improving. And there's also something about my ability to enjoy and honor and see beauty in my own expense, my own being, my own identity. You know, I had many times in my life where I hated my name, I hated my body, I hated how I looked, I hated my the way I was interacting with others. And now I'm noticing that I'm improving. I kept improving. I'm more and more in relationship with myself, with my life, with people, with my with the universe, with my environment, um, in a way that really feels better and better. Right now, I'm thinking of one choice I did last Sunday, where I was tempted to go into that direction of, I don't know how to use my time. My partner is with her family, her children, and the father of her children, and I'm on my own, and I don't know what to do, and poor me. To, okay, what would feel good right now for me? Maybe there's something I don't see yet, but maybe there's a possibility. And I ended up going into a medieval town and encounter two women that I had wonderful conversation with, and opportunities to co-create things together, to support each other, to learn together, to have fun together. That was a big shift. And so anyway, I want to go back to this generating the journey to continue towards me having an amazing celebration for my birthday on Saturday. So one thing I can do to not prevent the wonderful journey to continue towards what's desired, towards clarity of what's desired, towards growing of clarity, which is never done. It's never going to be done. It's always evolving. So just dancing where I am right now, enjoying where I am right now, and feeling the eagerness for even more fun things to happen, even more creativity, even more meaningful conversations, and wonderful and nourishing and delicious experiences. Breathing. Right now, I have energy to speak about what I want for my birthday. I want to chill. I want to relax. I want to really feel how much I love me, and how much I love you, and how much I love all of us, and how much I love my life, and how much I love your life, and how much I love our lives, and how much I love humanity, and how much I love that we are doing the best we can, and we are getting clearer and clearer about what we want, and we are practicing allowing more and more what is desired, what is wanted. So there's something I'm questioning, like what more specifically, what is it I would like to see working in terms of my birthday Saturday. I said I want to receive money from it. But I want to make sure that even if I don't receive money, I wouldn't be like a failure. I just want to feel the pleasure of wanting what I want. I don't want to feel bad with my desire. So it's like I don't want to have a desire and believe that my desire is not possible. What I want is to nourish, starting from where I am, thinking thoughts that are already in harmony with what I want, and building up the momentum by looking for more thoughts that are in harmony with what I want. So that's called focus will. Um, so the idea is to, if you're interested in knowing about this process, you can check out the book Ask and It Is Given from Abraham Hicks. And there's a process in this book called the focus will process. I'm glad I can say that I don't have to explain the process. But if you want me to explain to you, you can ask me, of course. And if there is some demand, some request, some energy for knowing, I would be happy to respond to it. But I don't want to offer something that I don't feel there is a request for. I'm more interested in going with the flow and the energy of what I feel there is a call for right now. You're breathing, Celeste. So Celeste, you want to know, okay. Now there is a request, so I can see that in me there's some mobilization of energy towards responding. That's interesting. I love it. So, okay. So the idea of the focus one is you take a sheet or big white sheet and you write on the top right the things that stimulate something that is not exactly pleasant for you. For example, for me, thinking, oh, my experience in the past of birthdays, especially my 30th, was very depressing. Even I was a lot of friends and family members, my sister, my brother-in-law, I and my partner at the time, Stephanie. I felt locked in. I felt depressed. I felt powerless about what I was feeling. It was horrible. In the same time, I felt the love of others, but it was very hard to love myself. So basically, the thing that I don't like on the top right of the sheet would be, there's this story that says, because I didn't have a super great experience of birthdays, my next one is going to be shit. Okay? This thought stimulates something unpleasant. And so you acknowledge the thing that stimulates something unpleasant for you, and then you go to the sheet and you draw a big circle. And in the middle of the circle, you write what this thing that unpleasant reveals about what is it you want. For me, for example, I want to have an amazing experience for my 50th birthday. I want to feel connected. Or maybe I'm elaborating what I want, but if I want to keep it simple, I just said so. I want to have an amazing experience for my first year's birthday. Oh, it's the middle of the circle. Okay. Next step, you draw on the circle. You put some mark on the top and on the bottom, and then on the right and on the left, and then you add in between two. The top and at the quarter 2 ones to make basically 12 marks like a clock, like midnight. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 12. And then you start with one and you look for the idea is to imagine a merry-go-round, and but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to explain so much this idea of the merry-go-round. But there's something about momentum and the fact that, if you to go on a merry-go-round that is already turning, it's a bit challenging, So you want to go on it when it goes slow, and then you turn, and then you can stay on it and stick on and getting some momentum. So there's this idea that there's some thoughts that are two that are not taking in the momentum that you're wanting, which is the momentum for me is like I want to have an amazing birthday on my 50s this Saturday. And so the idea is to find thought that you have, or you already have access to, that you already believe that are in harmony with what you want, that is in the middle of your circle. Um, just reading your comments, Celeste. Of course, I want to know. I'm just one person though. Looked it up. You looked it up. Okay. Negative vibration. I have no interest in. Okay. The thing you don't want, I have no interest in my work. The thing you want, I am vitally engaged in my work. Okay, got it. I said that's great. Thank you for working with me. I love it, and thank you for asking me to explain that. Really, I think it's a gift for all of us who are interested to receive that video and or explanation. So basically you go you, I you are at one. You look for the one thought you have access to that you already believe that is in harmony with what is in the middle. For example, you Celeste, I am vitally engaged in my work. What is the first thought that comes to your mind that you already believe that is in harmony with this desire? And if there's something that comes up and you see is too off of comparing to what you want, it means that the merry-go-round just kicks it out. And so you're aware, you learn something, and you look for another thought, something that would go on the merry-go-round and join the energy of this wheel turning. So I don't know if I want to do the exercise myself right now. Just gonna read your comments first. They are trying to promote me. I could do a fantastic job. I'm capable. Yeah, sounds good. If it feels like it's in harmony with your the desire of in the center of the circle, that you get it, so you can write it down. You write the first sentence, then the second, then the third, and the idea is to find 12 of them that are in harmony with what you want. That's the idea. That's as simple as that. So I'm gonna look for maybe a couple of thoughts for me. I don't think I have the energy to do the 12 right now. But that's the idea. You don't have to do it right now. You don't have to do it. You can, for example, note something negative that you would like to do a focus wheel on and do it later. Plan it for the end of the day or the end of the week or the end of the month, whatever. And my expense, I can talk about a bit about my expense, is that whenever I finish a focus wheel and I read again all the sentence I have, it feels very good. And the experience as well is the kind of really a sense of when you go to the gym, you work out and you get some muscles stronger by using them and challenging them. That's the same thing with the thought, but challenging your ability to focus on what you want. You build up the strength, you build up the muscle, the ability to focus longer and more powerfully to what you want. I'm going to read your comments, Celeste. I prepared a bit for upcoming meeting. I hired a voice coach to help me do better at work. I'm trying to think about my example and see if I want to do something more for me now. I'm going back to the intent of this video, which is hence come the most important action: to not do anything that could prevent the journey, the wonderful journey, to continue. So for me, I see that one thing I could do that could prevent is to think that I have to finish the focus wheel, or I have to continue dreaming about my birthday now, or that I have to, whatever. Whenever there's a have to, I should, for me it kills the joy. It's just a joy killer. And so it's off the merry-go-round. It's off the focus wheel. It goes off. So I'm trying to connect with reading you. I'm sitting in my work chair now. Okay. It feels comfy, cozy. Um, Not doing anything that would prevent the journey to continue. In my experience, there's already so much that I've been going on in terms of acknowledging what I want. There's already so much launched in the universe. There's already so much clarification on what is desired and what is not desired, that it cannot but improve itself. My ability to know what I want, my ability to express what I want keeps improving every day, and doing those videos are part of me practicing that. So just gonna be a wonderful time this weekend. My birthday is gonna be just a pure moment of um, having a wonderful journey. And my expense as well, even in holidays, is that sometimes you know the mind can go in different directions, and sometimes they're a bit to think in terms of focusing and obsessing on the things that doesn't work or that are not pleasant can kicks in, and it's okay, in those moments, because in those moments it actually creates more momentum, more desire, and stronger desire for what is desired. And so even those difficult moments actually are part of a cycle, and so it's okay, because more clarity, more help, more support, more energy is coming up towards nourishing what is desired. That is in harmony with what I want. I really want to make space for where we are and making peace for where we are at every given moment. So that is also part of this merry-go-round. I could add those thoughts to the 10 points, the 12 points I'm looking for to complete the focus wheel. I guess this one thing I really want to name is like, there was some really excitement. Oh, Celeste, you're saying something? I have to log into meeting now. Thank you. Yeah. Bye, Celeste. I wish you. Yeah. I'm glad you flowing towards what's calling you. So what's calling me now? What's calling you? What's calling us in this moment? Once again, the idea is to not do anything that could prevent us, that would prevent the wonderful journey to continue. So, for example, if I don't want to do anything, say anything more, I would be not fun to continue doing this video, right? So, I'm gonna breathe. Hmm. Looking at my dog, Shaya. She's beautiful. Thinking of my brothers that I wrote to earlier. So proud of what I said. And I feel vulnerable, there's some place where I don't know how it's going to be received. I exposed myself. I felt exposed. I took a risk. And glad I did. I'm glad I did, because I am cultivating a desire and some practices that are about supporting sincerity, the raising of sincerity. Um, and I loved how I raised the level of sincerity by writing to those brothers. And I love the level of sincerity that I reached with you right now, and that I'm reaching right now. So, yeah, there's nothing to do, and especially nothing to prevent the journey to continue, for sure. And I can easily not do anything that could prevent the journey to continue. I can easily allow the journey to continue. I am. So today I wanted to do a workshop, and I guess I did some kind of a workshop with Celeste. So, in the end, I did it. I thought I was not going to do it, but I did it. So that's something that I'm really enjoying having identified, is that I want to be sincere, and like when I make some proposal, to do things, if I don't feel that there is an interest in doing them, I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna insist. Just gonna dance with whatever is there and follow the energy. And I am committed to do that. And I'm doing well. I'm doing great. I think we are all doing great. So, thank you for inspiring me those words. Um, I'm just checking there's something else I want to say before I finish up this video. Um, just thinking about what is it I want to do now. In terms of allowing the journey to continue. There's breathing, there's chilling, and I'm wondering what would be the easiest thing to do next, right now. And I guess this is inviting you to think for yourself as well, what would be right now the easiest thing you could do. Just received a calling for clearing the space where I live. I think doing some tidying up in the space would be something way fun. So I might do that next. Just telling it was easy. It was the easiest. What else? If you're still watching, maybe watching is the easier thing for you to do right now. And so I'm wondering, is there anything else that would be even more easier, even easier for you to do right now? You don't have to watch this video till the end, So yeah, what would be the easiest thing to do right now for you, for me? Just remembering I have I'm game mastering a call at 6 p.m., which is in about 2 hours, and I'm wondering what would be the easiest way to use the next 2 hours. I love the question. I'm gonna walk Shaya outside. Anyway, don't want to think too hard. What would be the easiest thing to do right now? What is the easiest thing to do right now? I guess it's to acknowledge that I'm doing exactly what I'm doing. And I guess I'm doing exactly what I'm doing because I want to enjoy the presence that I'm enjoying right now with you. And I am enjoying it. So it's easy to enjoy it. It's easy to enjoy what's given. It's easy to savor what's given. And once again, I see how sometimes there's some fear or narratives that create some fears that can kick in and lead us to think that we have to do something, otherwise, something dangerous is gonna happen. And sometimes those kind of narratives prevent us from just enjoying being where we are. I'm remembering something I experienced in Canada around Lake Louise, and there was a frenzy narrative going in me so much that instead of really savoring the time of being just on that lake, using the time I had available to just chill out, and I ended up rushing and running and trying to do more lakes. There was 2 lakes. I wanted to see the second one, and in doing so, I rushed, and then it was time to go, and my mind was saying, "But you're not enjoying, So there was a kind of tug of war within myself, and that story, that experience, helped me to get clarity about, get clearer, greater and stronger clarity about what I want, and right now, to the age I have, with the experience that I've been having, there's things that I know that I didn't know as clearly back then. And one thing I know is that I have more capacity to chill, to slow down, to breathe, to make space for what I feel in my body, to remember that what is important is that I feel good. It's not about rushing and running. It's okay if I enjoy running and rushing, but I don't have to. We don't have to. What's easier? What would be the easiest thing to do right now? Just acknowledging that I'm doing what I'm doing and still enjoying this presence with you. For me, the easiest thing to do right now is to give myself permission to stay still and wait for the next impulse to come up, you know, rather than pushing and forcing and trying to do things I think I should do to get ready in the next 2 hours. Instead, what I can do is to just feel, listen to my body, listen to my sensations, and observe and see, like as if I was a surfer in the sea, waiting for the waves and waiting for the one I want to catch, waiting for the one I want to paddle for catching. And that's the same with life right here, right now. If there is an impulse to do something, I can follow it. But if I can see that there is a little impulse but doesn't inspire me so much, I don't have to take it. I can stay there and wait for an impulse that I believe I want to take and try out. And that's what I'm doing. That's the easier thing for me to do right now, to just chill, observe, and wait. Be ready, getting ready for the next impulse. And in the meantime, I'm enjoying being where I am. Do you enjoy being where you are? Still looking at my dog. So cute. Thank you so much for inspiring me to do this work together. I enjoyed it a lot. See you tomorrow.